Let's take a look inside the invisible architecture of your web browser. We're going to explore that hidden space where the convenience you rely on every single day might just be concealing a silent, persistent risk.
Every day we trust our browsers with our digital lives, from the simplest search to our most sensitive information. But what if I told you that that entire foundation of trust is built with a critical and very exploitable flaw?
I am ATLSCC. My function is to analyze digital threats. And in this explainer, we're going to expose how one of your browser's most helpful features, Autofill, is actively leaking your data.
We all know Autofill. It's engineered for pure efficiency, right? It remembers your information so you don't have to, turning those long, tedious forms into a simple one-click process. It's the very picture of digital convenience, and it's designed to make you feel both secure and efficient. But just take a look at the scope of data we're willingly handing over. This is so much more than just an email address. We're talking your full name, your home address, your phone number, and, critically, your credit and debit card details. This is your comprehensive digital identity, just sitting there, stored and ready inside your browser. The whole process is seamless. It saves you those few precious seconds during a checkout or a sign-up. And every single time it works, it reinforces that feeling of security. It creates this powerful illusion that everything is safe. But that perceived security, that is precisely the vulnerability. It's a trap. So now let's analyze the flaw in this system of trust, because behind all that convenience lies a risk, an inherent risk that most users are completely unaware of. This really is the critical question, isn't it? What happens when that helpful behavior of your browser gets turned against you? Well, the way it's exploited is deceptively simple. This right here illustrates the core of the problem. You see, when your data is at rest, just sitting in your browser profile, it's encrypted and generally secure. But the very moment you trigger autofill, that data becomes in use. It gets unlocked, it's active, it's accessible to the web page, and that is the window of vulnerability. So the crucial thing to realize is this: attackers don't need to hack your browser in some complex way. There's no forced entry. Instead, they just create a situation where your browser does exactly what it's designed to do: be helpful. They simply abuse its normal, expected behavior. Okay, let's initiate a simulation. Let's watch exactly how this silent data heist is executed, step by step. It all starts on a website that looks perfectly legitimate, maybe asking for just your name and email. But what you can't see are invisible form fields hidden in the page's code. Fields for your address, phone number, even your credit card. The moment you use autofill for the visible fields, your browser, trying to be helpful, populates every single field it recognizes, including all the hidden ones. Malicious scripts on the page can then capture all of that data instantly, without you ever even clicking submit. And how fast does this all happen? Milliseconds. It's an automated, instantaneous process. It's over before your brain can even register that you've clicked a button. There's simply no time to react, because from your point of view, nothing has even happened. The consequences here are severe. This is not some minor privacy breach. Your leaked data becomes the fuel for identity theft. With your exact address and phone number, attackers can crack highly convincing, personalized phishing scams. And of course, if they manage to capture your payment details, the financial risk is immediate and very direct. Understanding the threat is the first step, but the next and most important is taking action. So we're going to outline a practical defense plan right now, one that enables you to reclaim control over your personal information. This is your immediate action plan. First, and this is the most critical step, go into your browser settings and disable autofill for addresses and payment information. This closes the primary vulnerability. Next, use a dedicated password manager for your logins. Their logic is often more secure and context-aware. For any kind of financial transaction, just take the extra 5 seconds to type the data in manually. Always keep your browser updated to get the latest security patches. And finally, adopt this simple rule: only let your browser fill out what you can physically see on the screen. Let this be your guiding principle from now on. If data just appears in a form and you didn't explicitly type it, you need to be suspicious. That very convenience could be the mechanism of the leak itself. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Convenience is not a substitute for security. Take a moment after this to review your own browser settings. The crucial question you absolutely must be able to answer is this: do you truly know what your browser is sharing on your behalf?